Just like many across the country, school opened at 7 a.m. today for the third term at Kiteezi Church of Uganda Primary School. At this school, located in the neighborhood of the collapsed garbage landfill, learners were busy trying to ensure that the classrooms were ready. We learned that some of these classrooms were previously being used as storerooms for food and other relief items for those living in the camp, housing survivors of the landfill collapse. According to the school head teacher, Olivia Nandaula, the school was able to persuade the Red Cross and Prime Minister's office to withdraw the relief items and allow for learning to proceed.
But as we are going to open the term, we decided to change to the empty rooms. We had some struggles whereby, since it was an abrupt thing, we could not say that this was the applicable room to be put in the items. So we just allocated them rooms and they just put in the items for safety. So as the term was opening, we changed those items to a free room.
The learners in this school had also been using the school grounds for their physical exercise. However, this place is used to house survivors of the landfill collapse. The pupils were forced to improvise. We
have activities that are put in the syllabus that are supposed to be carried out in the field. So we are going to miss, because our children, as you are aware that work without to play made John a dull boy. So our children always have been getting into the field to have co-curricular activities like games, athletics, physical education in the morning, warm-up activities.
Nandaula adds that the school has had to accommodate the survivors of the landfill collapse until they can find alternative lodgings. However, Nandaula adds that they are concerned that the number of learners is bound to increase, whereas the school does not have enough infrastructure to support the growing numbers.
We are lacking some materials like the desks. We are in short of desks. We need more desks.
As all this was going on, some of the learners were lining up to pick scholastic materials ahead of schooling. However, not everyone was ready for the start of school term, with some preferring to continue with playtime. The parents affected by last month's collapse of the Kiteezi landfill have protested against the plan to relocate their learners from Kiteezi Church of Uganda Primary School to other government institutions.
The main one.
Despite the best efforts of Kyadondo East Member of Parliament Mwadan Kunyinji to persuade them, the parents argue that the standard of learning there was not to their liking, so they prefer to keep their children at this school.
So I heard the government saying we should take our kids to the government schools, what and what and what. Me, I'm disagreeing about it, because me, I'm a parent who used to pay school fees for my kids in the schools that I liked.
The standard is not good. The feeding for government schools is not good. Even the teachers are not serious at all.
Some of these parents have nearby relatives to the schools they prefer. So we want to leave it open to the parents. However, education must be accessible. So where it is not a boarding school, we are hoping that these people will be placed in schools near them. But of course, around here, we don't have nearby good public schools which are up to standards.
However, according to Kasangati Assistant RDC Derek Nkoko, at least 23 learners have been relocated to a nearby government school so they can have a more conducive learning environment. Nkoko explained that these learners have been transferred along with documentation indicating that their status is justified.